Hey guys, thanks for checking out my video. I'm Joe and this is my new channel, Random Computes. This is my first attempt at making a video, so hopefully it doesn't suck too bad. Motherboard is an Asus M4A 785-M with 8GB of DDR2 RAM at 1066 MHz. The processor is an AMD Athlon X2 250 dual core at 3 GHz. And for the star of the show is the AMD Radeon HD 4200, launched in 2009 with 256 megabytes of DDR2 memory, a core clock of 500 MHz, 20 unified shaders, and a whole 2 texture mapping units. For our first game, we have Grand Theft Auto 5. We're running 800x600 DirectX 10 with the lowest settings and no shadows. As you can see, this is just a stuttery mess, getting 5 to 10 frames per second. There are some tweaks and mods you can do to make this game more playable, but I really doubt you're going to get any good experience out of that. I had to play through the first few missions just so I can get this footage. It was just all around terrible.
You calling me a bitch?
That was once.
Or stealing my jokes?
That was twice.
Or interrupting me?
I don't interrupt you.
Or you just did it again.
I know, it's a joke. The reason men interrupt women all the time is because you yammer on and on.
Oh yeah, women. They talk, and you do the math. Really funny, misogynist. Make me out to be a shrew so you can attack me. That's the easiest trick in the book. This is the 21st century, Laszlo. We're all equal now. Every right-minded person in this city knows that, and still you've got gender issues. The fact is, you hate women.
I love women. Michelle, come here. Listen, we're off on the wrong foot. Let me rub your back. Oh my gosh, that a...
Ew, get off! Don't rub my back. Besides, you're only a liberal because your job depends on it.
Don't be mad at me because you've got moles. You should get that checked. And I'm a liberal because you have to be in the entertainment industry. I'm not trying to be chewing tobacco, grabbing my nuts. This tree.
Second game up is Duke Nukem Forever. We're running an 1152 by 648, low details, no shadows, no post special effects. This game was released in 2011 and is widely hated, but I seem to enjoy it. With our poor HD 4200, we are seeing mid-20s. Again, not a very fun experience, and sorry for the borders. I don't have very much experience with the editing software, and whenever I mess with it, I just made it worse. Next game is Borderlands 2. We're running 800x600 lowest settings. We're seeing low teens as far as frames per second, so again, not a very playable experience. A very fun game if you haven't tried it out before. Really not that bad at gaming. And just we got the very low frames per second with the insane input lag, and I'm using OBS as my monitor, so yeah, not that good. And can it run Crysis? And as you'd expect, no it can't. We're seeing frames per second in the 20s with a bunch of stuttering. The game settings are 800x600 and everything is set on the lowest settings.
Sit rep. Something took a swipe at me on the way down. I'm caught up in the trees. Okay, Aztec. Hang tight. Help's on the way.
And for a change of pace, decided to try out Diablo II. We're 800x600 again and high settings. This one I couldn't get a frame counter to work, but it's definitely more than playable. I ended up playing this way too long when I was testing this one out. Going right back to a stuttery mess, we have max Payne 3 running 800 by 600 in the lowest settings. So we're seeing 10, maybe 12 frames per second.
That was the boss lady. Only this time she wasn't calling for more liquor in her cocktail. I'd done them enough favors. I didn't need to give them more of a head start.
Alright, next up is Fallout New Vegas. It is on low settings, 1152, 684. While running around the wasteland, you get decent experience, but in big cities and in combat, the frames per second drop to the mid-20s and not very playable. Next game I tested is Prototype in the resolution of 640 by 480 low settings. Well, with most of the games not being able to run correctly or just running like shit, figure we'll try out a few games that this potato can actually run. First we got Quake 3 Arena, 1280 by 1024 high settings. You see frames per second locked at 91. Even then I only managed to get a few kills, but yeah, it was very fun.
for the lead. You have taken the lead.
And for the last game, we have Unreal Tournament Game of the Year, released in 1999, so this chip has no problem chewing through it. 1280 by 768 high settings. I can't get the frames per second to counter work on this one as well, but it is very playable. Well, this has been a look at an integrated GPU that was never meant to be gamed on in the first place. But hopefully some of you found it entertaining. This is my first attempt at making a video, so if you have any feedback, hell, I'd appreciate it. I do have some ideas for some more videos, but I spend most of my time at work, so my upload schedule won't be thrilling. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, or if you hated it, you know which button, and hell, I wouldn't blame you at all. Have a good one and have fun.